Okay, we'll start from where we had stopped. So this seagull is now really very hungry. He tries to put up pretense, okay, but no one really notices. His brothers and his sister, they are dozing. They have already eaten, I believe. The father is also busy doing his work. The only one looking at him is his mother. And what is she doing? She's stirring a piece of fish that lay at her feet. And this sight of food, that is fish, really maddened him, and he really loved to tear food that way. Right? So we had stopped here. Now we will continue. Ga, 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 he cried, begging her to bring him some food. She screamed back derisively, but he kept calling plaintively, and after a minute or so, he uttered a joyful scream. His mother had picked up a piece of the fish and was flying across to him with it. Okay, so he kept begging for food. He was not trying anything from his end. This fear did not let him try. Okay, so he kept begging that please, please, I need the food. The mother was angry. Okay, and he kept crying in a plain manner so that the mother could take pity on him. But then suddenly this cry of his changed into a scream. And what has happened? He see, because why does he really scream? Why is the change of mood here? Because he sees his mother pick up a piece of fish and she was flying across to him with it. So he felt now that what he had really wanted is going to happen. Okay, so he leaned out eagerly. Imagine, we want food, we want something, and the mother really brings it. So he is so eager to have it. He is so hungry also. He leaned out eagerly, tapping the rock with his feet, trying to get nearer to her as she flew across. So as far as he could go, now the seagull, the young seagull, happens to go till that edge. Okay, so that he could be very close to his mother when she happens to bring the fish. But when she was just opposite to him, she halted. Very intelligent. Okay, see how smart the mother is. Her wings motionless, the piece of fish in her beak without almost within reach of his beak. He waited a moment in surprise, wondering why she did not come nearer. This young seagull really did not understand. Okay, what was happening? Why did the mother really stop when she had come all the way with the fish for him? Okay, so he really did not understand. But what has the mother really done, children, here? She has used the fish as a bait. You remember the images that we saw? Okay, the master there, the dog one, the positive reinforcement. Earlier, it was the negative ones where they were continuously taunting him. Okay, and saying that you were a coward. That really did not work. Now, what has happened? The mother has brought in this bait, this fish as a bait, and she did not give it to him. She has stopped herself a little away from him. Okay, so that he was that hungry. Okay, he waited for a moment in surprise, wondering why she did not come nearer, and then maddened by hunger, he dived at the fish. Hunger overpowered. He forgot what was going to happen next. What he could now see was only that fish that his mother was holding. Our goals should be clear. If our goals are clear, we will not be afraid in life. We will be ready to take up or face all obstacles. Okay, so now here what he really wanted was the fish. He was really very hungry, so the hunger overpowered the fear, and now he took a dive at the fish. With a loud scream, he fell outwards and downwards into space. Now he realized what he has really done. Then a monstrous terror seized him, and his heart stood still. He could hear nothing, but it only lasted a minute. The next moment, he felt his wings spread outwards. The wind rushed against his breast feathers, then under his stomach and against his wings. He could feel the tips of his wings cutting through the air. He was not falling headlong now. He was soaring gradually downwards and upwards. He was no longer afraid. He just felt a bit dizzy. Then he flapped his wings once and he soared upwards. Ga, 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 ga. His mother swooped past him. Imagine the happiness this mother must be experiencing on seeing the success of the child. Okay, so his mother swooped past him, her wings making a loud noise. He answered her with another scream. Then this scream he answers her is that sense of accomplishment, you know, that sense of achievement. He's so happy that he was able to do it. Okay, then his father flew over him screaming. See, everyone there, this is family bond. Everyone is so happy. He saw his two brothers and his sister, the one they were sleeping, remember? Now they are also so very curious. They're full of emotions, the entire family. He saw his two brothers and sister flying around him, coveting and banking and soaring and diving. All of them were so happy to see him take his first flight. Okay, they all knew that he could do it, but the fear was keeping him from experiencing what he has just now experienced, this first flight. So monstrous is horrible, seized is grab, headlong is with the head foremost, soaring, flying, or rising high in the air. Swooped is move rapidly downwards through the air. Coveting, perform a series of jumps on the hind legs. So now he has already taken his flight, his first flight, and he's so happy with his accomplishment. What he has achieved today is really beyond all happiness. So very happy. Then he completely forgot that he had not always been able to fly. He commended himself to dive and soar and curve, shrieking shrilly. He was near the sea now. What was he frightened of earlier? The sea. And now he dares to come near the sea. He was near the sea now, flying straight over it, overcome his fear. Okay, he's now facing it eye to eye. I'm ready to face adversities. Facing straight out over the ocean. He saw a vast green sea beneath him with with little ridges moving over it, and he turned his beak sideways and cawed amusedly. Okay, now what gives this green color to the water, children? It's not, we could say if it's blue, we could have said that the reflection of the sky or whatever, but why this green color? Now this green color is due to the presence of phytoplanktons. Okay, they really drift on water. That gives a green color to the sea side. They are plants. Okay, so that gives a green color to the water. So now he is ready for it. He is flying straight over the sea of which he was once afraid. His parents, his brothers and sister had landed on this green flooring ahead of him. They were beckoning to him, calling shrilly. Okay, so his entire family was there on the green sea, and now they were calling him. Okay, with gestures. Beckoning means with gesture, using gestures. They must be using their wings to call him. Okay, he dropped his legs to stand on the sea, on the green sea. His legs sank into it. He screamed with fright. Okay, he thought the first thing that would have come to his mind was he would drown, because the moment he put his leg, he sank. Okay, he screamed with fright and attempted to rise again, flapping his wings, but he was tired and weak with hunger, and he could not rise. Of course, he had not eaten, right? So, exhausted by the strange exercise, he was really tired, exhausted by the strange exercise. The first time he had taken the flight, so he was also tired and on that hungry. Okay, his feet sank into the green sea, and then his belly touched it, and he sank no further. This is his experience now. Okay, this he has now experienced on his own, that he will not drown even if the body touches, or might be in the earlier we have seen that the feet it sank down, but this he experiences on his own, that the moment the belly touches the water, he will not sink but float on it. And around him, his family was screaming, praising him, and their beaks were offering him scrapes of dogfish. He had made his first flight. Okay, so when you achieve something in life, all your loved ones are so very happy. In life, it might have happened that they might have scolded you for something. Okay, again, I would repeat the same thing, children. Do not just hold on to the words. Understand the motive behind them. Okay, so here even he was continuously scolded. Okay, but then it was for his good. They were all motivating him, whichever way the reinforcement may be, negative or positive. The end result is always positive. He was able to overcome his fear, and he was able to take his first flight. This is what matters. Okay, and then family bonding is the best bonding. Okay, family is always for you, right? So with this, we end this chapter, and there's something that you could learn, that take risks and conquer your fears. With this, children, the chapter is over. We'll meet next in the next class. We'll discuss the question and answers, the extra questions. We'll also recapitulate first, then extra question would be some extra questions like the moral and the theme of the story will be discussed, and I'll give you extra question that you will attempt in your registers. Okay, so with this, there's a little activity also, children. Please finish all activity. Okay, I'll repeat this in the next class also. Till then, stay at home and stay safe.